doctors as well, because health insurance is really growing substantial. All the major general insurance companies are recruiting doctors in a large way. So how to retain the doctors, and they are basically supposed to work in a hospital, they're supposed to work in a kind of clinics and all that. So we have some kind of way they do that and also work with us. So there is a lot of employment opportunities for doctors and medical professionals here. And we also have a lot of professionals for what a specialized group called actuaries. I mean, you must be knowing what is an actuarial, study. It's a very, supposed to be a very tough course to come out with it. There are very selected kind of, professionals available in the market. We are looking out for more actuaries, because there will be a lot of employment for actually not only in non-life side and in the general insurance side. Today, the regulators also allow the reinsurers to come into the market. So we would see reinsurers setting up their operations very soon in the last day. So the papers are there, they're already filing for the license, and by June, July, you will see reinsurance. Today, only reinsurance company in India is General Insurance Corporation, which is owned by Government of India. Now, private reinsurance companies will be coming in, and that do need more skilled professionals in all these areas. And another interesting thing is Lloyd's is coming to India. Lloyd's is today only in London, that is a major thing. They are having a presence in other parts of the world. Now the regulators allowed the Lloyd's corporations to set up what is called Lloyd's India. Now Lloyd's India, there should be some kind of interaction on that to understand it. It will bring a huge amount of avenues for professionals against like chartered accountants or brokers or very highly specialized surveyors, risk assessors, risk management specialists. These are all the employment opportunities, high specialized employment opportunities that is really going to open up. And Lloyd's also would look to what is they call as service companies. Now, any corporate in India, the regulators say, can start a service company. What is a service company? They would really give underwriting and claim settlement skills. They will be fronting some of these Lloyd's specialists. So that will be a major area for Indian corporates. And I'm already happy to know that many of the large Indian corporates are already making a beeline to set up service companies in the Lloyd's market. Lloyd's market will be set up only in Bombay now, because the entire marketplace has to be involved. So these are all the huge emerging areas which the insurance industry in its growth would create. So there already a huge amount, this insurance offices are already present in almost all the divisional offices. All the districts in the country, we have representation of 1 or 2 offices. And the financial inclusion, the Government of India gave a huge drive along with the banking industry that every single village or a tier 3 or tier 4 place where no general insurance office is there, it should be represented. And that was a major drive, and all the 4 public sector companies, mainly followed by private sector companies as well, has opened offices in all those remote areas. And that was a very learning thing for us. We thought in some of the remote areas, this opening of the offices mandated by the Government of India, it's a cost to us, unnecessary cost to us, and we reluctantly opened in many of those areas. We were surprised to see the kind of traction it created, the kind of overwhelming response the local population gave it to us. And we saw the business growing in these areas where we thought there were no business. So this is the kind of potential that the general industry is swimming. So it provides a tremendous potential for the young, trained professionals and non-professionals for a huge employment opportunity as it really expands. And as the welcome speech also mentioned, the FDI, which the money is going to come in, it's also going to huge, drive the employment generation and the growth of this industry. So, already we see a lot of people moving into the general industry in a large way, either through private companies or the public company, because it's now creating a huge ecosystem of professionals all around. Another area which will be driven by the insurance company is IT. Today, IT plays a digital, as Mr. Mathur was saying, this digital plays a tremendous opportunity, because it is impossible to deliver services to the huge population of India in its vast geographies and areas. So digital is the only area that can reach out. So I would like, for example, there is what is called as a common service center by the Government of India. There are 1,20,000 common service centers across the country, which is now, you call it e-Seva Kendras or whatever it is. Because typically these are common service Kendras. The Government of India and the IRD is empowering these common service centers to issue insurance policies as well. So each common service center would be equipped. They now collect water bills, they collect electricity bills, they collect your not municipal fees and all that. Along with that, they will also start issuing many of them already started. So that is going to be huge force multiplier for delivery of the insurance, and they also will develop as the local population can go and submit a claim form there. So you don't have to travel to the nearest office or find out when a claim really happens. So there will be online traffic. And there is a huge need for IT intervention in data analysis, data warehouses, creating huge consumer of hardware and huge commercial IT skills. Insurance industries today probably, along with the banking industry, the great spending in the IT industries, and most of the IT industries have developed, you name the big 10, they all have insurance verticals to create this booming market. And this booming market, this serves not only in India, it's across the world, but the expertise, the domain expertise, the technical expertise, all is sourced from India. And I would see, I mean, if you go to London, there you would find a lot of Wipro, TCS, and all working in many of the insurance companies. But you would see all of them are Indian guys working there. So this is a huge opportunities for our educated youth to move into IT in insurance domain specialization. There are many avenues for them to study insurance along with their IT skills. So there's a convergence of domain and IT too. Now I just mentioned all these things, the way the journalist industry is really going to expanding in India and the huge potential that it has. Imagine, today it is only 0.80% of GDP as mentioned by him. Imagine it's 3%. They say by 2020, it will really go up to 2 point some percentage. Imagine the huge explosive potential that this has in terms of activities, in terms of the ecosystem it created, the professionals associated with an employment opportunity for the higher level professionals that it creates. And another side of the journalist industry, which Mathur mentioned, is the huge investment funds that we deploy. The amount of premium which we collected is deployed in the investment according to the government. We deploy in government bonds. We are a major player in the equity market, and we also play into housing sector, infrastructure. Huge amount of this collected capital is being sourced into Indian industry, Indian economy continuously. For example, Life Insurance Corporation. I mean, that is not in my purview, but Life Insurance Corporation's investable fund, you are talking about 11 lakh crores. That is the kind of fund which they are sitting on it. So this is the huge, general insurance industries do not have that kind of funds because we operate only 1 year policies, while they operate across the long-term policies. So this is a huge investment, opportunities that, and along with the investment opportunities, again you have growth potential for investment bankers, investment brokers, advisors, analysts, and economy watchers and observers.